Hi. I'm here. Oh my goodness. Girl, you talk about something we mad early. No, y'all not. Don't try to say y'all super early like I'm gonna be super late. Y'all tried it. I am here and I am fucking queer. Absolutely. I was just laughing with my spouse because he was on his way to the bathroom and I was just coming back upstairs to make some coffee. And he was on his way to the bathroom and I said, move. He was like, why? I said, because I gotta pee. He was like, well, so do I. I said, but no, mine's is more important. So we standing in the fucking hallway laughing about that. So yeah, I'm like, yeah, you gotta move because I gotta pee. And he was like, well, me too. He was like ahead of me, getting to the bathroom. I'm just like, no, you gotta move because my pee is more important. Like I have to go live. So I can't wait for you to finish, wash your hands, all of that. So we don't have time for all of that. I'm gonna need you to get out of my way and hold it because me urinating at this moment in time is way more important than you doing it. It's like fuck your pee. Okay. Um, let's get to mine and why mine matters. Because when it matters, then that means it matters. So my life is more important, basically, is what I was saying. He totally got it. We're good. We're good. We're good. And so yeah, good morning. Good morning. I hope everybody's having a great morning. Good morning to y'all. Good morning to y'all. So y'all keep tagging me and stuff. Like, Sean, did you see this? Sean, did you see this? Sean, did you see this? I have. I see what y'all see. I've been seeing all of this bull of the shits. Good. So let's get into this stupid shit. So it's a lot of farm animals out here acting weird. They're farm animals because that's what the fuck they name themselves. But let's get into something cute. A lot of people was tagging me in this. This was cute, and that's on period. The girl, she about to kill it. She about to kill it. Period. 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 We gotta get it, girl. Get it, get it, get it, get it, get it, girl. Hey, 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 you better get it, girl. What? Turn up. Get it, girl. Get it, girl. Throw it, get it, get it, get it, get it. Do it, do it, do it. Get it, get it, get it. You better so proud. Period. Period. Attitude, everything. She was fierce. Okay, she did not come to play with them hoes behind her. Shout out to Freddie, my girl Freddie Burks. Hey, beautiful. Shout out to my girl Stacy. Oh my God, ladies, say good after. Good afternoon. I don't know what the fuck is going on with my mouth, yo. Sorry. Shout out to Lady Tia, Baby Shay, Pink Unicorn, Michelle, Sonia D. Everybody, good morning, everyone. Imani, Mommy, hey girl, Gigi, Nia, Bree. Oh my God, Krill. Good morning, everybody. I love you all. And so she killed it. She slayed. She did not come to play. I just want to know what was Molly back there. Don't look at Molly in the green. Look at Karen. Look at Molly Karen Smith. Look at her. Look at what is Molly doing? Is she hailing the cab? What is she doing? Like what is happening? What is happening? Sarah, girl. Well, yeah, move her. I'm like, what is she doing? Why is she here? Why is she here? Because look at this little girl. She is out here. She dancing her heart out. Look, attitude, all of that already. She already argued with people. You could tell how she walk around. She already cussed people out. Look at Molly, and then Lord, the Kibi back there off beat. Look at the Kibi back there. Look a little Transrena in the back, in the far back. Look a little Transrena in the back. No rhythm, not a piece of it. Not all black girls can dance. Y'all tried it. Not all black girls can dance. So Girl, she slaughtered. Was they in the same like rehearsal class? Cause why is she just throwing? Her girl, she is on point. She is on point. What is them two in the back doing? Were they at the same rehearsals? Shout out to Stacy. Dara, was they at the same rehearsal? Look at them. Look at Molly. Look at her. Look at her. She trying to hail a cab and shit. She didn't come to play. You understand me? Absolutely, she stole the show. She absolutely did. So she didn't come to play. She did not. No, she did not come to play. What you was, baby? She did not come to do that. She like, look, I can dance. I don't know what they doing behind me, but look, this is what we learn. We go to work. To this side, then end up going back to the other side right now and get it. And I'ma show you what I learned. I'ma show you why I bought this suit, bitch. And then you got these other girls in the back just like, la, 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 la. Yeah, we go to work. Yeah, totally. Yeah, we go to work. So, cause her mama hyped you better, girl, you know I would have, because I'm the type of parent, like with my daughter, that's why she didn't even want to do the little dance class that they was in, because I was behind her doing a routine with her. Like, look, girl, look at me, girl. Look at your daddy, girl. Look, girl. They go like this. Oh, you're not doing it right. You're not doing it right. You're not about to embarrass me. You're not about to embarrass me. Look, nah. This is not how they doing it. It's a 1 and a 2 and a 1 and a boom boom cat. A boom boom cat, bitch. Like, girl, let's get this. Oh, so she didn't want to be in the mouth. Because when we got home, I made her practice and all of that, girl. Like, because all of that. Oh. So it's just, she was just like, Daddy, you putting too much pressure on me. I don't even want it this much. Like, oh my God. Like, you tried it. You know, so she was annoyed with me. But I was just like, girl, we got to be the best. Anything that we motherfucking do, girl, we got to rep to protect, girl. So it's like, if you're going to get out here, you're going to be like this one in the front. Or you ain't about to be like Molly and Trans Rena in the background. This ain't for fun. Who told you this for fun and I'm paying for these fucking classes, girl? No, that's just what the white people say to keep you coming. But no, and excusing the reason why you suck, girl. And so that we can keep on paying them our money. Because it's not cheap having y'all in these damn classes, buying these outfits and costumes, and you got to have a different outfit for each motherfucking song and all of this dancing dolls ass shit, girl. This shit is not cheap, I gotta actually do something with your head, girl. I gotta keep your hair done because people gonna be looking at you. So it's like, girl, this is a lot. Like, girl, I gotta grow your hair out and shit, crumbs on top of your head and shit right now. I gotta do a lot. So, girl, this is an investment. You motherfucking tried it. Like, who told you this shit was for fun? No, it's not. Shit, then it should be for free if it's for fun. All this bullshit. We ain't putting $600-700 into this shit, girl. I gotta keep scheduling and make sure I get you to the place. Shout out to the new member. I gotta make sure I get you to the places and all of this shit, gas, all of that, girl. You ain't taking none of that until I count her, girl. I gotta take time off work shit, make sure I'm at the competition, all of that. So it's like, I got a lot of shit to do, girl. This is a fucking investment. So you're gonna be the best. So you ain't about to come to this shit all beat and all this shit. We ain't got time for all of that. Shut the fuck. I want to point at people and tell them that you my baby. So you need to be in the front like this girl. So I can be like, look at my baby. Look, you better. Like, I want to be like that. I want to be cheering on the one in the way back, Molly. For they hopping up and down and all of this shit. This what the fuck my $750 pay for? My $750 need to pay for what this young lady right here in the front doing. I would have needed everybody to dance the same motherfucker way. Because on the dancing dolls, they all be getting it. They all can dance. I'm like, you ain't about to come home with no fucking rhythm. And I done paid $1,000 for 2 months. Not even. Shit, them that's just in practices and rehearsals. We didn't even got to the outfits and all of that shit, girl. That shit is not of the cheap. My God. And I gotta keep your hair done. Like, you can't have no bad hair days. Like, oh my God, like, this is a lot. So shout out to the young lady in the front for being the best she could be. I don't care nothing about them other churn that was on the stage, because they ought to be ashamed of themselves getting up there dancing like that. So I was telling white people that if they're gonna steal from us, please do it accordingly. So let me give y'all a prime example. This is a white woman stealing our music, but what she is doing it correctly. So shout out to this white woman.
This is a joke. Here we go. I must have rehearsed mine 1,000 times. Still I had to memorize, and then I get up the nerve to tell you the words. They never seem to come out right. Oh, if only you knew how much I do love you. Oh.
So shout out to her. Amazing voice. And not only that, she realized that if you're going to sing a song like that, you have to sing it how it was created. Okay? You can't just come in like onto your Taylor Swift ass shit, on your Billy Ray Cyrus ass shit. We sick of this shit. So it's like, if you're going to steal from us, do it like this. And then we ain't got no problem. I ain't got no problem with her. I mean, she look big in here, and like her hair's low-key Uggs. But like, I mean, other than that, I like her. Oh my God. I mean, she looked like whatever she's sitting on is screaming. But I mean, other than that, she is killing it. We appreciate it. We absolutely appreciate it. Thank you, white girl. Thank you. You killed this, sis. So shout out to you. And it don't really have anything to do with you being cause of the occasion. It just has everything to do with you having respect for the music. So we appreciate that. Okay, it's not our fault that Whitney Houston sung "I Will Always Love You" better than Dolly Parton. That doesn't have anything to do with us. Dolly need to go sit in the mirror with them big fake ass titties and her fake ass face and sit there and figure out where she went wrong and why she ain't singing like motherfucking Whitney. Because yes, Whitney came through and motherfucking slaughtered. She took a white person song and demolished it. I get it, but still at the same time, girl, Whitney girl didn't like or make the song bad. She made it better. So, shout out to Melissa McCartney. And this is what it says. Moving right along. Thank you, our lady. Thank you. We appreciate it, sis. We appreciate it. Now let's get into my friend. She came here to sing something for y'all because she said that we about to get into Pegasus. And she gonna need a little prayer.
In case you don't know,
she gonna need a little prayer.
Okay, come on now. Let me try. I mean, my throat is not together.
That's all right.
Try, no
weapon
formed against me.
No, yeah.
Shall prosper.
Yeah, it won't what?
No.
It won't what?
It won't break.
Period.
He will do.
What he said he what?
What he said he would.
And he gonna stay where, girl?
He will stand by
your side, yes.
He will come through.
So don't be afraid of who?
So don't be afraid of your enemy.
Go, yes, Lord. You through what?
You through the day.
Yeah. Yes, that was the Lord. I felt that was the Lord. The Lord came through. So shout out to our friend. We love her. Y'all tried it. So this white woman is in fear of her life. Her name is Deanna Lorraine. Says that Megan the Pegasus thought shit was about her and fears for her life. So if y'all look right here in this video with this white man on the front of this garbage truck, she's stating that is symbolically her, right? That a sublime for her, that Megan is talking about her because she said some things about Megan and Megan's music in the past. So she feels like Megan is targeting her, and she fears for her life because her family own a farm, and Megan done sat there and told them horses and shit about her. So she's scared to go to her family farm now because she feels like the horses is feeling some type of way. They've been sitting there, nay. They've been neighing ever since this video came out. So she's scared to go home and shit because she's scared the horse is gonna jump over the thing and trample her because or Megan the Pegasus done came out with this motherfucking video and put this white man on a truck symbolically for her family. And so her family allegedly owns a horse ranch, and she usually goes there and pets them and rides them and jumps up her fences and shit like that because they're weird, and it's just what they do. And she is in fear of her life because she said Pegasus is running around here saying like, girl, like that is me, yo, on the front. Oh my god, a good girl. That is me on the front of that truck she's talking about. Because I've said things about, Pegasus or in the past. So I feel like she's talking about me. She's gonna put me on the front of a dump truck and she's gonna run me into a wall, like, or just leave me in traffic, or like it like goes off of a cliff. Like I'm in danger. So I don't disagree with her. I don't. Pegasus been out here fucking up for a long time, and I think it's time we start holding her accountable. Absolutely. I don't know. Maybe. Well, maybe hotties. Y'all better get your friend, Pegasus. I'm not gonna say that this woman is lying. I'm not gonna say that. You said protect women, Pegasus, and you said protect black women. You ain't said that in a while, since you saw fucking on that nigga. But you ain't said that in a while. So Megan, Pegasus, girl, you told me to listen to women when women come forward with their lives in danger, getting shot at hooves or threatened, and all of that. So I'm gonna be here for this motherfucking woman. And this woman said, girl, this video is about her, and who am I to tell her that it's not? So Pegasus, what's up, sir? Why are you threatening this girl? Why being funky on the side of this truck, Pegasus? Pegasus, hurry up. Hurry up. Explain this. Hurry up, explain this shit. Explain why you got this man on front of this truck. Girl, you talking about this woman or Deanna, girl. I believe her. I believe her. I do. So we're not bullying her. This is her. She is the bully, girl. Pegasus is the bully, okay? So she needs to explain. We miss old Pegasus too. We miss old Pegasus too, Daryl. We miss old Pegasus too. This don't have nothing to do with us. Bree, exactly. She needs to explain. She needs to explain this shit. Now, I'm sick of this shit. She always coming out with allegations against people and other people and shit like this. Okay, girl. Well, it's some on you, Pegasus. This white woman is in fear. Y'all know they're going to arrest this girl. Okay, Pegasus. Now I know what this white woman talking about, but I don't feel like it's that deep. But I mean, it is what it is. I can't tell her the one being fair. So let's keep going with Pegasus. She got a lot of explaining to do. So Pegasus is mad. Wait a minute. Can somebody explain to me what changed? Like, okay, when he in this Tyler car right here, right? Look, okay, they're both little. Okay, when Tory gets out of this car and is saying, what changed? Why they put Tory on a little body like he ain't little? Who-wee? And then he out here at midnight black, out here at midnight doing a Thriller routine. Who this 2-foot nigga? So look at him out there, the smallest thing out there still. Look, well, who he taller than? Who is he taller than? He ain't taller than nobody out here. Nobody. Look out here. Look at him out here. Oh my God, 1:30 in the morning, dog. Out here at midnight doing a routine. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. You needed some more light. You ain't having no light. And that's on period. So y'all see that the baby, I just want to know what changed with Tory when he got out of that baby car. Like, nigga, you can still get in that right now. Like, you tried it. Like, you tried it. Like, you still can't get right. You car seat. Like, if you fit in a car seat, you can fit inside of one of those power wheels. Right, you can fit in this power wheel. You tried it. Tory, you can fit in this power wheel. You tried it. Look, you're trying to make it seem like he still can't fit. You can still fit that power wheel. Little bitty ass. So it's just like, you tried it. He got out of the motherfucker like, they didn't even change nothing for you. They had to edit the baby. They didn't even have to edit you, nigga. That was you. So he tried it. 2-foot ass. So this Tyler out here at midnight dancing with the baby. And the baby supposed to be Pegasus' friend. So Pegasus did what, mean girls do. And she unfollowed him. So a lot of people are feeling like, oh, well, Pegasus, girl, like, let it go, girl. Pegasus, you need to stop acting like you is a hit maker. girl. Look, now we got to have this conversation. We got to. It's too late. It's too late. Pegasus. Pegasus. Please stop running around here, girl, acting like you have a Bodak Yellow or an itty bitty piggy or something like that besides Big Old Freak. That song was cute, but any song after that of relevance, it was a feature or somebody featuring. You're not a standalone artist yet. You see how you just did that shit, and the only reason people talking about it is because of that white woman, girl. Otherwise we wouldn't be talking about that shit. We just talking about how Tory just did a video with the baby and how you unfollowed him because of it. So other than that, there's no reason to talk about that shit. I mean, it's okay. It's a basic ass song. It's very you. It's very hopscotch. Gobble me, swallow me, hop up on top of me. Like it's that. And I feel like I'm the reason that you got rid of the Like, it's okay, girl. You can go back to saying it, girl. I know I cussed you out about it. It's all right. You can go back to saying it because I was Tina Snow. You tried it. So you and this cokehead that you keep bringing back, Snow, Schnane, absolutely. So you keep going to get this drunk cokehead that you call Tina motherfucker Snow, and girl, don't nobody care. That's mighty weird. So here, flip. So we sick of you, Pegasus. Please stop acting like you are a standalone artist, like you have multiple #1 hits with just the name Megan the Pegasus. You don't. Okay, girl. You are one of those stories to where it's not what you know, it's who you know. Girl. So it's not how you rap, it's who you rap with. So, and that's what you've been doing a lot of features. Okay, Beyonce, Cordy, the Baby, Gucci Mane, Nicki Minaj, yeah, girl, Young Thugger, all of these people that you are collaborating with, girl, Ariana Grande, Doja Elf, all of these girls that you are collaborating with is what keeps you relevant, sis. We're not going to act like you are relevant on your own. You are not a standalone rapper. You're not one of those people yet. You haven't really conquered, being able to conquer a hit on your own. You haven't been able to do that. Cardi's done it. Nicki's done it. Lil' Kim, all of those people, all of the, even the city girls what act up. They've all done it on their own. You still do not have that type of success. Okay, girl? It's more so of who you know. Okay? There's not many bangers, that are not even Body. Body was close. Body was very close to becoming a banger. Very close. But that's about as close as you got, with Body. Other than that, they're all connected songs, girl. So we're not going to make it seem like it's you. It's not, girl. That's why Doja Elf keep running around here trying to do songs on her own, because she's trying to get that Just Me hit. Her biggest hit is with Nicki. End of story. So here, flip. So she's still trying to chase that and get a #1 without a feature. You have not conquered that, Megan the Pegasus. Sorry. You have not conquered that. You have not been on #1, just Megan the Pegasus. No feature or featuring. You still haven't conquered that. So the label still has a problem when it comes to you. Still an issue. So that's probably why they're getting you to push Tina Snow, because Big Old Freak was a hit. That was a hit song. So if you could tap back into that, girl, maybe you could do something else. That's why you should have just kept Tina Snow going. You shouldn't have to tap into somebody like you left her somewhere. Like, girl, isn't she a part of you? Okay. So, yeah, you tried it. Pegasus, we're over it, girl. We're over it. So, you following the baby just furthermore lets us know that something is not right with this whole Tory situation. If the baby was truly your friend, or and he felt like you truly got shot by Tory, I don't think that he would have worked with him. I don't think that he would have done that. He doesn't need to. The baby doesn't need to do features. He's very rich. And a lot of people are, and he charges a lot, for a feature. And a lot of people want him. So that wasn't necessary. He didn't have to do the feature with Tory. I feel like he did it with Tory because he doesn't believe you. And I feel like you unfollowed the baby because the baby doesn't believe that Tory shot you. Sorry. I think that that's really why you unfollowed him. Because, a friend wouldn't do that. a friend wouldn't. I mean, they both collaborated. He collaborated with her for her album, and he collaborated, and vice versa. So they've collaborated with each other. They have multiple songs together. So it's not. I mean, what, they got like 3 or 4 songs together, the baby and Megan. So it seems as if they're friends. They're always shouting each other out and showing each other love. So it would seem if they were friends, like actual friends, not just like, here and there. Like, they collaborate a lot. That means they're in the studio a lot. They hang out a lot. They're in the same circle, type of situation. So I feel like Pegasus feels like the baby does not believe her by, featuring with him and befriending him in that way. So I feel like she feels low-key betrayed by the baby. Shout out to Kushra Sean. You're the only man besides my husband I look forward to seeing every day. Love you in the chat. Always hair flip. Shout out to Kushra. You was giving face. Thank you so much, sweetie. Thank you so much. She turned the baby off with her disgusting lies. I think so too. I think that a lot of people are coming to find out what truly happened, and I think that the world will come to know soon. So I just don't believe Megan's story. I don't. It changed too many times. You can't be a person that is protecting the person from the people that want to protect you, and then when it no longer suits you, all of a sudden you want protection from that set person you were protecting. It's just too much. It's too much. It's definitely a lot. So are you going to do a surviving the avatar of who? Who's surviving the avatar? Who's that? So, but yeah, so I just feel like that's what it is. She feels like he doesn't believe her, and I would agree with the baby. I don't believe her either. I'm not going to say she's lying. I'm going to say that she's not telling the full truth. And when it comes to being shot, I don't believe that she was shot. I don't. I do not believe that Megan was shot. I don't. So from the initial police report and from the initial report of her entering Seed Sinai fucking killing people hospital. So it's just too much for me. It was literally a glass injury. The paramedics were the first ones on the scene, and they said, well, to look at the injury, and they stated that it was glass. I just don't understand how paramedics look at her foot and state that this is a glass injury, and it goes from that to her getting to the hospital to this story being leaked to the footage being out, and then the next day, all of a sudden the hospital figures out that she got shot and she needs to go into surgery. That's something that they would have knew upon her entering the hospital, because the paramedics would have stated that the first responders would have stated that she was shot. Also, the police officers on the scene stated in that same report that it was a glass injury or foot injury, not a shooting, not anything about a gunshot injury or anything. It just said a foot injury. If it was a gunshot or a bullet wound, they would have stated that. You can tell cops are trained in seeing wounds and things in that nature as well. They're trained to see those things too, to know what's what, whether somebody was stabbed or shot, or they can tell, so I just don't see how all of that was fine. And then she gets to the hospital, and then all of a sudden, after TMZ and all of these people are explaining and showing her hopping, on one foot and blood coming from the bottom of her foot, all of a sudden, they had to go do a surgery on her because she was shot. I'm like, what? So when Tory stated in the live that he did before they removed it, and the live of him stating that obviously it was, something different that happened to her, and then he was just as surprised as we were when they stated that she was shot, I was just like, okay, his natural reaction just like, what the fuck? Like, she was not shot. Like, what? So I feel like I believe him. I just feel like it's believable. I do. I believe him. I do. For some reason, I believe him, and his story never has changed. Megan has changed so many times. There's so many different stories. It's just too hard to keep up with, to where it's annoying, to where you don't even want to keep up with it, So, but I don't feel that way. Like with the initial police report, and I just don't feel that way. I don't feel like she got shot. I don't. And it was never necessarily proven that she was shot. So besides the alleged bullet fragments that they removed from her foot. Okay. And then also, another reason I feel like she wasn't shot, because if she was shot, then she was shot by a whole different weapon. The weapon were completely two different weapons that was found on scene. So was there another gun? Or so, because it doesn't make sense. The gun that was apprehended, that wasn't registered, and Tory's being charged with, that gun was not fired. It didn't fire. Like they gunshot, bullet residue, stuff like, no, it wasn't fired. So by that gun not being fired, what gun did she get shot with? Where was this gun? Because that's not it. That's not the gun. Because he would definitely be being charged if that gun was shot. Same bullet casing that was, yeah, it would be an open shut case. I would be like, yeah, Megan's telling the truth. He shot her. But that's not the case. So where's this other gun? And all of this, like, it doesn't make sense. Like, it doesn't. And the bullet that they took out of her foot was a completely different bullet from that gun. So there was no way it was that gun. So it had to be another gun, if he shot her. Why isn't that being discussed? Where's the second weapon? So I'm just like, I don't know. I'm like, it just doesn't make sense. It's a clusterfuck. So until somebody get charged with something, we'll see. That's all I got. Yeah, hey. Whatever, moving right along. By Pegasus. So Chrissy Teigen, they said she called out Michael Costello. Well, Michael Costello called her out, my fault. He's a designer and whatnot. But Brooke Bailey was just like, no, he tried it. There's a video of him out here calling black women the N-word. So he tried it. Like, you can't bully a bully. You cannot bully a bully. So they tried it. So okay. So when Michael Costello's saying the N-word, I feel like he has to explain that. Explain that, like, you were very trash for that. I don't believe that you can just be racist at some points or prejudiced at some point. I feel like you either are or you aren't. So I mean, you calling black women the N-word, I mean, I just feel like that's just something that you do. You call black people N-words. I don't feel like that changed. I don't think that you should be bullied for it. I do think you should be criticized for it, because maybe that'll teach your motherfucking ass. But so do I feel sorry for you with the things that Chrissy Teigen has said about you? Absolutely not. Call her a nigger. Call her a nigger. Talk about her nigger kids. Yeah. You got to think about that type of shit when you run around saying the type of shit that you're saying. So yeah, you're weird. If she made you feel like you need to take your own life, you are very weak for letting comments that from especially somebody like her get to you when you are a designer. Do you know how many, like, there's a lot of rejection in your field. There's a lot of letdowns in your field. So if you won't let people, like stores that are disagreeing with your clothes and things in that nature, the things that you design, if you don't let that type of shit get to you and you keep pushing, why would you let this basic bitch? Why would you let her? I mean, I do feel like somebody that just lost a child should be the last person out here trying to attack people. I think that there's other things that she should be worried about and other things that she should be so grateful for, that she doesn't even have time, for this type of mess. But clearly she does, because this is the same person to where if people start to attack Chrissy, she's going to blame it on, I'm still, depressed and going through because I lost a child, and all of this stuff. So sometimes I just act out or say things that I don't mean, because no, girl, we don't want to hear that shit. If you're going through, if you're having problems and you're still having issues with losing a child, you need to go sit your ass down in therapy with your motherfucking husband and try to figure that out. It's not for us to do, and you don't get to go around with your flat face ass and bully people because you feel ugly. That doesn't have anything to do with us. It also doesn't have anything to do with us that you are insecure as fuck. It also doesn't have anything to do with us, Chrissy, that you basically forced yourself upon John Legend, girl. That you basically forced your way, stalked your way into this man's life, you flat-faced hoe. So yeah, I've never liked Chrissy Teigen. I think she's a bitter basic bitch. I think she tries to speak. I feel like a lot of times she has the right message. She's just the wrong messenger. Okay, running around being the slower of fucking Babylon, and then you bank a fucking passive man, which is John Legend, very passive. Because if he wasn't, he wouldn't let this bitch run around and run amok like she do. Yeah, he wouldn't let her do that. So yeah, let's get into this hoe. Let me finish reading this bitch because I don't like her. Yeah, we don't like you, girl. So John Legend trends after social users question how he deals with Chrissy Teigen's meanness. So I feel like she's the type of bitch that'll be mean to everybody but him. So he's the type of person that can't necessarily see, you know, how mean she is because he's not necessarily going through it. So that's what I feel, you know, when it comes to John Legend and how he deals with her meanness. I don't feel that he really necessarily gets it. I do think that she can be rude, you know, when it comes to him, but you know, it's no different than, like, you know, he wrote songs about this mean asshole. So you know, like you said, what would I do without church? What would I do without your smart mouth? You talking about this bitch. So you could do a lot without this smart mouth hoe. I do not like Chrissy Teigen. I do not like her. I think that she's a mean girl in the worst way. You can't have a moon face motherfucking girl, this moon pie face ass hoe or curls is always running around running a motherfucking muck talking shit with no motherfucking chopsticks, girl. You are Filipina, girl. Absolutely. Your mama name is from the Philippine of the islands, girl. Chrissy. Let me give it this hoe. Chrissy Teigen, you so busy on here hooping and hollering and running a motherfucking muck, girl. When there's little Filipino children all around the Philippines that are poor, homeless, that are prostituted, that are all type of things, girl, because they have no support in their families when they have too many of the children. They just leave them on beaches and parks, you know, in places like that, which there aren't like many parks, you know, or anything like that. But it's really a very, there's a lot of poverty in the Philippines. I mean, a lot of poverty there. And this basic bitch, you know, comes here and then finds black man to stalk, you know, and then get with him. And, you know, then it's worth millions of dollars and completely forgets about where she comes from. I don't like these type of bitches. It's like, girl, you're from the Philippines. You know what happens there. You know what all of those fucking children are going through. And it's on a day-to-day basis. Your smart mouth, pie face, round face, shaped ass, flat face, whole pancake face bitch with holes in it. Girl, you could be helping them kids. You could be building an orphanage over there, something to get those children from begging and all of that shit. Being shooed away by adults, being beaten by each other, and all type of shit, sexually trafficked, all type of shit. You know how many kids are trafficked from there? Because there is nobody looking for them. They are abandoned. You could be doing shit like that. But then y'all, you type of bitches get with a black man, get his hand, and feel like that's what you are. You are not. Your people are struggling. Your people could use your basic ass motherfucking help, hoe. They could use your help. They could. But you two worried about running around here fucking on whoever is the highest bidder. Show weird ass. Like, girl, don't nobody feel sorry for you. And you are the literally the picture of forgetting about where the fuck you came from. Shit, girl, please, you're not from here, girl. You're not from here. Girl, you fucking tried it. Sick of you yellow hoes. Always get always coming through running a motherfucking muck. Shit, girl, please. It's other press and concerning things that you could be doing. But instead, you're running around here bullying people like you have a fucking talent. You are a model for 6 fucking minutes. You fucked John on a one-night stand. You didn't want to be looked at as exactly what you are, a whore. And you decided to marry him after stalking this motherfucking man for years. Don't act like you ain't stalk him. You fucking did. Forced the baby upon him, girl. You tried it. Shit, girl, that was an oops. If it was planned, it's because you did. You planted that baby on him. So weird ass. John made an honest woman out of your weird looking ass. Eyebrows on your damn cheeks. Ass hoe. All that fucking forehead. So it's like, girl, you fucking tried it. Girl. Like, well, I can't stand these bitches. Like, I cannot. She get on my fucking nerves. Like, she got a fucking talent. You don't. You are John Legend's wife, bitch. Act like it. Act like it. You ain't no world-renowned motherfucking model, girl. Girl, please. You ain't no Naomi or nobody like that. No Janice Dickinson or nobody, girl. You model for 6 fucking minutes with your flat-faced ass. Fuck out of here. I try to make it seem like you just had this grand career and like you motherfucking Tom Brady and Giselle. No. Giselle is a supermodel. Shit, whenever you get through, bitch, not you. You ain't none of that. You ain't none of that shit. Oh, she get on my fucking nerves. Act like she has the talent. No, bitch, your role is to be the wife, is to stand there and look pretty. That's why sometimes you have to shut your fucking mouth. Sometimes it's better to be seen and not heard. Shit, you are definitely one of those people. Flat-faced hoe. You are definitely one of those people. Shit, like, girl, I cannot stand her. Like, we always talking about this bitch for what? She ain't no motherfucking body. She's a wife, and she needs to know her place. And the shit that she's running around here doing is making it bad for her husband. Forcing him to fuck up future business relationships with people, because this basic flat-faced bitch won't shut up. Bitch, you're not the celebrity. Remember that. You're married to one. So you fucking up future relationships for him. Shit, oh my God. Shit. She don't look at it that way, though. She feels like she's entitled to what? But him. But his big booty, big eared ass. Shit, you entitled to him and that bubble butt. That's what you entitled to, girl. You tried it because you know he dated black women before your ass. And then he was also in the middle of dating a black woman when your ass came through with the okie doke, with the stalk. He won't bump into you in hotels and shit. Bitch, you were stalking him. Keep it real. The fuck out of here. You were eggs. You were eggs from the game, bitch. He Derwin and you eggs, girl. You were eggs. You try to plant a baby on him. Girl, with a turkey baster. Girl, you are eggs. Girl, you fucking tried it. Girl, you are eggs. Oh my God. You are eggs. Girl, you tried it. You trapped this motherfucking man in this relationship with you, huh? You ain't slick. You did not get John honest. You did not get him honest. No, you didn't. No, you didn't. You did not get him honest. She didn't. She did not get him honest. She stalked this motherfucking man. She stalked him. Yes, the fuck she did. She stalked him. So, moving right along, John, she fucking it up for you. That's all I got to say. She fucking it up for you. Oh, what's next? Oh, okay, Kevin Hart. So Kevin. So Kevin is upset because I just did that video on him, and me and Cat Williams said his ass is no longer Fernie. So he is up the sets like we give a damn. So this little toddler is somewhere jumping up and down, and it sounds like this. Yeah, because he's little. So here, flip. So this little fucker decides with his gray beard, keep dyeing his beard and dyeing his hair because he's getting old ass. Decides that, you know, I'm still funny. I don't know what you guys are talking about. I'm still funny, bitch. No, you're not. Like, you're not. You're very unfunny. Like, you're not funny. You haven't been funny in years. We've just been tolerating you. We've just been dealing with you. You know, it's the difference between tolerating something and wanting something. Okay? We tolerate Kevin, but we want Cat Williams. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Think about it. We tolerate, you know, Kevin Hart, but we want Cat Williams type of situation. You know, we tolerate Kevin Hart, but we wouldn't mind seeing Mike Epps. You know, we tolerate, you know, so that's what we're saying. Kevin, you're being tolerated, bitch. Absolutely. You and that frumpy ass family you got over there. A fucking toddler. We tolerate your little bitty ass, okay? You and your little bitty ass family. We tolerate you, okay? We don't like your new wife because she's dealt with too much. Already, you had a whole sex tape and done got into a car crash with bitches in the car with you and niggas and all this. She done tolerated too much. We don't like her. We don't like your ex-wife Tory because she keeps swearing up and down she's funny, but we still haven't seen it. She says she used to write jokes for you and all of this shit. Yet, where is she again? Moving right along. So, yeah, so we don't like her either. She complains too much. Nigga, just pay your child support so she can shut up. For some reason, she feels like you owe her your career. Gross. So, moving right along from her. And we don't like your new wife because it's not because she's beige. We don't care about that. What we do care about is that she's tolerant. You know, she tolerated too much from you. She Oh no. She's tolerated way too much. A whole sex tape. Not only were you cheating on me, there's proof. The whole world is watching your affair because this is an affair. Yeah, because you're married. So, yeah, she's tolerated too much at this point in time. She's a stupid bitch. Yeah, I don't give a damn how much money you got. I don't care how cushy she feels her lifestyle is. You can have a cushy lifestyle while being a very dumbass bitch, and that is what she is. So, shout out to her for being a basic hoe. So, shout out to you, girl. Spread those legs, girl. Spread those legs, girl. So, you go right ahead. But he's done too much to embarrass her. I used to feel so sorry for her, but then I thought about it. I'm like, well, girl, you want all this because, girl, he's not worth it. I mean, there's not enough sorries in the book. I mean, what the fuck else is he gonna buy you that he hasn't bought you from cheating on you from the last time? I mean, aren't you still haven't wore the last bracelet or the last ring he bought you when he cheated on you, and he already bring you another one. You know, so it's just like, girl, her flip. Like, yeah, girl, no one has time for that. So, but clearly she does. You notice that a lot of people that are in these relationships with bigger people are the happiness does not compare when they're with somebody that they want to be with. Case in point, Cassie and Diddy. Cassie being with her husband is a completely different look from her being with Diddy. Cassie looks happy with him because it's like her decision. I'm not with him for money. I'm not with him for any of those things. I'm with him because of him. I love his personality. He's fine as fuck. You know, his body is on point. You know, he's younger. You know, he's everything that when I want to date, when I'm looking for. You know, so it's like shout out to Cassie, you know, for that. So that's how I feel with people like, you know, his wife, you know, Kevin Hart's wife. You know, I feel like she would be a lot happier, you know, one with somebody taller, and two with somebody that she don't have to go through all of this shit with, especially if that qualifies to her having to have a little less, you know, in life. She'll have more, you know, within that relationship, you know, because there's a lot of things that you get material wise that you're not being fed, you know, physically. You know, you will rather the time and the, you know, the pillow talk and the going on the date still and the hanging out and the just falling asleep talking. You will prefer those things over an empty bed, but you have a Prada bag. You have a Birkin, yet nobody to, you know, kind of short off with, really. You know, you're kind of just stuck at home with children. You know, you go out at times and you're seen at times, but other than that, you're kind of stuck, you know, with being a mom. And, you know, and a lot of women aren't happy like that. A lot of women aren't. They'll act like they are. They'll take pictures and smile and, you know, they'll do all those things, but be broken on the inside, be unhappy as fuck, you know, with that type of lifestyle, you know, because it's not necessarily fair to them. And then when you do go out, you're being shaded by people knowing that your husband's cheating on you, you know, due to a sex tape. So, you know, you're being on his arm in the public. You're not necessarily going to want that either. You know, like Snoop's wife, you know, that's why I feel like she kind of tries to stay out of, you know, the public eye and, you know, bigger events and red carpets and stuff like that because of the embarrassment. You know, Selena running around telling everybody how she just got done fucking her motherfucking husband. You know, that's not the best light that you're being looked at, especially if people are already looking at you due to marriage. You know, you're Snoop's wife. You know, so when Snoop's wife is being cheated on, you're that person on the carpet with him. You know, flashy, flashy, picture, picture, smiley, smiling. But are you truly happy? You know, are you happy? You know, Denzel Washington's wife, same thing. You know, it's like, is she happy? You know, or is this just like a public appearance to save face? You know, because a lot of people do that. You know, they'll just, you know, because money cannot buy love. It can buy you a lot of things that you feel that you are in love with, but things become boring. People don't. Your relationship could become boring, but that same person you break up with can be exciting for the next, you know. So were they boring with you, or are they just boring in general? You know, so it's, you know, it is what it is. So I just feel like, you know, these women take themselves through a lot of things just for a lifestyle. Because what other reason? What other reason? They can't say that they stay with these men because they love them. How can you love somebody that is outwardly showing you that they don't love you? I don't understand that. How can you outwardly sit here and say, but I love him? Well, would you do what he did to you? No. Then do you think that he loves you when he says that I love you after doing what he just did, after just doing something that your love wouldn't allow you to do? But his love allows him to do that. Okay, girl? So that means that he does not love you. That means that there are conditions. When you love somebody, it's unconditional. You don't find a condition. I love you until type of situation. And that's what most people do. Like, I love you until I'm bored of you and want to go sleep with somebody else. Or I love you until you don't have enough money and then I'm going to go out and sleep with somebody that has more money. No, those are conditions. There should be unconditional, especially if you're going to marry someone. So I just feel like it's really stupid, when they say I stayed with them because I love them. That can be the furthest thing from the truth. You have love for them, but you cannot naturally be in love with somebody that does not love you in return, because love doesn't hurt. I will never not say that. Love does not hurt. So if a person keeps hurting you, that means that they don't love you. Now, they can have love for you in the process, meaning, take care of you still, or, make sure you have certain things and stuff like that. That's not love. That's caring. So a lot of these girls in Hollywood get it confused. Well, because he buys me things and gives me things, he loves me. No, girl. No, that does not mean he loves you. It doesn't mean that at all. Usually these are band-aids, So, I mean, that's stupid. That doesn't equate love. How he treats you equates love. A person that isn't materialistic, So that's how I view it. But a lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. They just, the more you buy me, the more you give me, I will be happy with all of that stuff. I wouldn't care if I wasn't struggling, if I wasn't this and I wasn't that. You can get in that situation and feel the complete difference while you're struggling, because struggle love is the best love. It is. Struggle love is the best love because you truly get to know that person entirely. When you have a lot of money, it's hard to get to know that person because they can be anybody. They can do anything. They can go anywhere. With a person with unlimited means can have families everywhere, things everywhere. That doesn't equate that. It's easier, to determine who a person is by truly living a day-to-day life with them. So where you spend a lot of time with them, you know how they sleep, how they wake, what the first thing they do, it's the second thing that they do. Like you're so used to them to where you feel like one. So struggle love is the best love. It really is, because the least that you're worried about, like with struggle love, if you're in a struggle love relationship to where you're pretty much living paycheck to paycheck, but saving and, doing little things here and little things there, if a lump sum of money gets bestowed upon you, you're not going to go buy a bunch of designer things. You're not going to go buy a bunch of jewelry. You're not going to go do none of that stuff. You're going to upgrade your house. You're going to upgrade your car. You're going to do all that type of stuff because it's that struggle love. The struggle love means that we aspire to have more one day, so not how people are in this day and age, the Jada Waiters and Lil Babies, and how they are always designer this, designer that, money this, money that, that. Those are some of the most unhappy people. They are so unhappy. And when they come forward, those same type of people that will come forward and be like, hey, I'm depressed. You'll be like, what? The type of lifestyle you lead? No. If you don't have what you truly want, you're always going to be unhappy. But you have to know what you want. That's why the most unhappiest people, or the most depressed people that are like depressive, are the ones that don't know what they want. So if you're sitting there and you feel like something's missing in your life, and somebody walks up to you and say, hey, well, if you feel like something's missing, what is it? If you can't put your finger on it, that's the problem. You have to know what you want. It's easier to go through life when you have something to look forward to. If you don't have anything to look forward to, coming out of high school, then you got college. Then college, then you start your career. Then you start your career, you get married, or married before and start your career. It's always something to look forward to. Then you look forward to having kids one day. Then, so it's like, it's always good to have something to look forward to. If you're one of those type of people in life that has nothing to look forward to, it's very depressing. A very depressing life if you don't know what you want. Because if you don't know what you want, you damn sure ain't gonna know how to get it. So you're gonna idle, kind of live, work a dead job, a job just to put food on the table and to pay your bills, but you really don't like it. Then you start dating somebody and you don't mind them. So, you kind of tolerate them, you don't mind, it's better than going out here looking for someone. I don't want to do that. I know him, we work together, or some shit, so that's a very depressing life. It's depressing, so it's always good to have something to look forward to. That's the best way to come out of depression. And I feel like with Kevin Hart, he's one of those people. I feel like Kevin Hart is very depressed and he doesn't know how to come out of that depression. And I think that that's why he's not funny, because coming out of a depression, you get to find some way of happiness, being happy again, because happiness is short-lived. Happiness is not an everyday thing. You're not going to be happy every single day. Happiness is correlated to your mood, so that's something that can be short-lived. It doesn't matter how much money you have, how good life is, it doesn't matter. Okay, you can be one of the richest people, and if somebody calls you and tells you that a family member just passed away, you're going to be sad as fuck. It doesn't matter what you buy within that moment. It doesn't matter if you fly a plane or get in a hell. What does that matter if you're still going to be just hurt as fuck on the inside? What does all that matter? So that's just money can't, it just, and I feel like that's where Kevin is. He's stuck at a rock and a hard place. And I did hear, yes, I just seen somebody say in the chat, he lost his mother. I think that it's just stuck. And the place that he's stuck in, nobody's acknowledging. And I don't think he's acknowledging it either. So honestly, that's how I feel. I feel that he's stuck between a rock and a hard place. And that's why he can't, kind of be the person he used to be, because he's no longer that person. So, and he doesn't know how to tap back into it, because of whatever wall that he has up, whatever has come through. And I think that that's why he'll say these things about like his accolades and things that he's accomplished, but because he's not accomplishing. Like, you can say what you've done, but what are you doing? So that's how I look at it. We see what you've done, but what are you doing? It doesn't matter what a person says about Cat Williams. Cat Williams can still bring a crowd. He is funny. He's a very funny man, but we can't say the same thing about Kevin. We can't say that. If he went on a tour right now, I don't think it would do well. I don't. So, and you fell for the okie doke, Kevin. When you start going around here doing things, especially like, because Kevin had in his beginning stand-up was completely different than what it is now. So when you do a lot of things that are against your morals and your values and your principles that you have, things in life to where you just like, absolutely not. When you cross a lot of those boundaries, you can't come back. So a lot of the content that you had before that you would do that a lot of people could relate to, you've done a lot of those things that you said you wouldn't do. You've done a lot of it. So by you doing those things, you know what you've done. That's why you push your audience more so to a Caucasian crowd, because you already know that the Black people feel that you have turned your back on us. That's why we love Cat Williams and people like them, because they stay with the people. It's okay to cross over, but you always return home. Kevin can't come back home. It's like that, and he feels that way. He feels like he can't come back to us, because he's left us, for a different crowd. He definitely has, It's like a R&B singer going over the country but never singing R&B after that, not coming back to R&B, just staying over there with country. You're going to lose those R&B fans. You're going to lose those people because they tuned in for the R&B, not the country. You may get some of them to cross over with you just because they're a fan of you, not just your music. But, if they're not feeling it, they won't show up. And that's kind of how it is with, Black people. With his recent things, we're not feeling it. So a lot of people just aren't showing up, and that's the thing. And Kevin gives me the type of personality to where, since he's being more supported by, more predominantly, Caucasian people, that's, who he wants to appeal to. I don't care about anything else. You know, I don't care about how the black people feel when the black people aren't putting the money in my pocket. It's how I look at it. You know, he cares more so about the white people because they're paying him. You know, the white man is like, because you've seen what he said that about Cat Williams. He said it's always against the white man and Hollywood and this and that. Okay, well, the white man is putting money into your pocket. The white man has made you the it factor in Hollywood because Cat Williams has morals, Kevin. He's not willing to go on SNL and wear a dress. He wasn't willing to do that movie, The 5-Year Engagement with The Rock, with Dwayne, and kiss him in his mouth. He's not willing to do those things. So you can't say that he dropped the ball because you don't have any morals. Because you would do anything for a check. You would do anything to keep the white man clapping and patting you on your back. Because you would do those things. That is fine. You know, that is. But you can't knock another man because they didn't choose the same road that you did. Because you don't appreciate the road that you're down. Now that you realize that all the people that genuinely got you where you are, which is black people, you have turned your back on them. So, and that's fine. I mean, it is what it is. But if you do something, you know, to get the people's attention again, they you know, you build it type of situation, they will come. But until then, I mean, it is what it is. So I mean, you just got to deal with it. And so I don't feel like people are wrong when they say that he isn't funny. That's right. So moving right along from Kevin. Yeah, moving right along. What's next? I think this is last. What is this? Y'all see this? Y'all see this? Gross. It's the enabling for me. It's the enabling for me. It's the enabling bad decisions for me. I'm not for her getting a coin. I'm not for her. I'm not against none of that. I'm not against none of that. So I don't even really want to speak on that because I'm not hating on her being an entrepreneur. What I am annoyed with is that you can't state that you didn't do that Gorilla Glue challenge for clout and period. That you did this. Shout out to Virgo Trap. Y'all subscribe to Virgo Trap's channel. You can't say that you're doing this for clout or that you're not, my fault, that you're not doing this for clout and then do all of this. This doesn't make any sense to me. So it's kind of like a mockery. You know, like I would see a person that went to a hair salon and somebody accidentally put Gorilla Glue in this woman's head, and then what happened, and then all of this is transpiring from it. It's like, I'm clapping my hands for you. But because you made a dumbass decision to do some shit for clout, people want to applaud you for profiting off of it. Like, girl, no. I'm not for enabling people to do stupid shit, because this is what I feel. What she did was dumb. Stupid. This shit was stupid. And then she did all this shit, got new teeth and all of this shit, and you know, but it's not for profit. It's not for clout. All the dumbass people that followed suit and did the same stupid ass shit she did, but didn't get half of the attention or treatment that they got. Like, a lot of people did the stupid shit because she did it. Like, yeah, so I'm not with that shit. Tessica, you will forever be trash to me. Girl, I don't give a fuck what product you come out with. Shit, you're always going to be trash. Always, for what the fuck you did. You are too old for that motherfucking shit. Sitting there with children and shit, doing the shit that you're doing. What if that doctor wouldn't have helped you? What if they wouldn't have did that shit? What if that truly would have affected you and fucked you up internally? Like, what if that would have did some shit to you? Like, really hurt you and been able to take you away from your fucking kids and shit over you acting like a goddamn child? Big teeth hoe. Like, I don't give a damn. I do not like you. I don't. I feel like you are trash and you ought to be ashamed of yourself. And you should try to hide your face instead of show it. You're an embarrassment. Especially to them fucking kids. I would be embarrassed as fuck if some shit like that happened to me. let alone trying to profit off of it and tell my kids, you know, doing stupid shit, you on purpose and make it look like an accident and go viral for putting stupid shit in your head. Like, the fuck out of here. Mommy, how did you get your start? Well, I took some Gorilla Glue from the hardware store and I decided to put it in my hair. Like, girl, what the fuck? So that's your story. That's your story. So that's what other little black girls supposed to do to become entrepreneurs and have their own spritz, you know, and shit like that. They should put some Gorilla Glue in their head. They should go stick their head in some wood glue for a couple days and just let it sit. And they can get hair care products and new teeth too. Okay, girl. We got to remember where this started. Like, y'all too busy remembering the end, which is this. This is the ending result of how it started. Look at that picture at the bottom of that weird hole with them eyebrows. This is how it started, over some stupid ass shit. And it's sad that we can applaud her, you know, for doing something, because this is a good look. You know, so I'm not hating on the business venture or anything like that. Shout out to her. Kudos to you. But you could have did this the honest way. You still could have did all of these things without doing what you did in order for it to come your way. All money ain't good money. All money ain't good money. And I just think that the karma that's going to come your way, sis, you are not ready for it. You are not ready what's going to come your way for all that lying that you have to do to get here. That's what I don't, girl, I don't think you're prepared for it. I don't. All the karma that's going to come your way for sitting there lying through them fucking veneers, girl. So yeah, you got a lot of, because trust me, when you put bad out there, it comes back to you. And it always comes as things are getting better. Right as you start to see a bunch of good shit. That's why some people say it can't move. You take one step forward to take 2 steps back. You got to think about the shit that you did. So why you have to step back now? Because you can move forward if you keep doing and pushing other people forward. So, but if you keep doing shit to set yourself back, you're always going to end up back at this place. So enjoy this shit for while you can, because that karma that's coming for you, sis, is going to be vicious. Let's just hope that it's bestowed upon you and not your children, because sometimes karma can speak you and go on to the ones that you truly care about. Absolutely. Absolutely, girl. Absolutely. Something that can be meant for you can happen to somebody else. Ask Diddy. Remember when Biggie got killed? Yeah, those bullets was for Diddy. So that wasn't Biggie's karma. That was Diddy's. Those bullets were meant for him. Okay, girl? Yeah, sometimes karma can skip you and go on to somebody that you truly care about, whether your best friend or, you know, just somebody really close to you. Absolutely. Yeah, girl. So sometimes you have to be careful in the energy that you put out there, you know, because Biggie had his own sins too. That's why when he first passed away, a lot of people thought that he was the target, you know, so he had his own, you know, energy, you know, coming back to him. He was getting phone calls, having dreams of death, you know, all of those things, Biggie, you know, before he passed away. So, and then, but the day he passed away, he wasn't supposed to. You know, it was supposed to be Diddy. You know, so how was that Biggie's karma? It wasn't. It wasn't. It was not at all. His karma could have been bestowed upon somebody that he cared about. You know, it could have went to Lil' Kim. That's why all her albums low-key sucked after. I'm just saying. You know, it could have went on to somebody he cared about. You know, could have went on to Faith. You know, or one of their churn. You know, karma has a funny way of returning, and it's not always how you expect it. You know, most people hear karma and they expect something to happen to them. No, it doesn't always happen to you. Sometimes to somebody you truly care about. Absolutely. And karma isn't in a negative way, like your family member's about to die because of something that you did as karma. No, your family member was going to die no matter what. You know, when your time is coming, your time is coming, but you didn't have any warning of that. That could be your karma. You know, it just kind of happening out of nowhere. You know, the karma of you not spending more time with them. So now you have to deal with this pain of them about to leave. And now you have all this regret. Absolutely. Absolutely. So now that's your karma. Your karma is having to deal with this in a time to where you're supposed to be happy, because you have a lot of good things going on for you. But now this is happening. And now this is going to control your life until it's over, because it's all you're going to be able to eat, think, breathe, and sleep about. That's it. You know, it's just going to be these things. You can't enjoy anything because all you're going to think about how this person's about to leave, and in a very inopportune time for you. You know, when life is very grand, you know, but you can't even enjoy yourself because that's all you're going to think about, girl. You're going to want to leave events early. You're not going to want to go out to eat. All you're going to do is come and be with this person. When if you would have spent the time accordingly, you wouldn't feel that way. You wouldn't. But now this is your karma. So here, Flip. So I love you guys. I have to get out of here. This is my last topic. I hope y'all enjoyed this morning coffee. And that's on period. I love you guys. I might do a station here later. I might. We have some more survivings coming. We don't have one coming today. It won't be coming today. So, but what happened? Hold on. So basically, you suffering for karma. So true. Absolutely. Absolutely. And a lot of people look over, you know, that type of stuff. You know, they feel like, you know, life is getting really good. And then all of a sudden it starts to get bad. And then it's just like, well, why is this happening right now? It's your karma. Like that karma. Like that's why, you know, you have to deal with this, you know, within this moment in time. Because it's your karma. I was thinking about that this morning. I was like, I should do a surviving Chrissy Teigen. I was thinking about that, period. I was thinking about that. I really was. We might just have to. I was thinking about that because there's a lot to say about her stalking John and all that shit. Crazy bitch. Happy birthday, Michelle Fletcher. Happy birthday to you. Oh God, I love you. Happy birthday, girl. Happy birthday. I'm eating right now. Grim. I keep smacking on this motherfucking applesauce because I'm eating some applesauce and it's like low key, you know, kind of tart. So, because then they got no sugar in it. It's them cans. I'll be tricking my churn. I'll be like, ooh, girl, eat this. This is so good, girl. And they be thinking they got sugar and shit in it and it don't be. So I'll be tricking them into liking stuff that don't have sugar. So, but yeah, they be catching it sometimes because they be like, ugh. I'll be like, oh, shit. That didn't work. So yeah, so I'll be trying to trick because girl, they getting a little big in here, girl. They getting a little big. I was looking at my churn. I was just like, oh, wait a minute, except you, but all you three, I don't know. We might have to go for a jog in the morning. I say y'all a little big in here. Y'all eating a little bit too good, bitch. I'm like, hold up. We need some more fruits and vegetables. we need girl, we need to start boiling some more broccoli and all this shit because y'all a little big here. Y'all get a little big, yeah. So I'm here for. So I love you guys. I hope you guys have a great day. I love you, love you, love. Oh, girl, I am. The fat cheerleaders don't go as high, is what I was told in high school. Honestly, the big ones don't go as high, like during the tosses in the air. So we need you to be able to be tossed. Okay. That's what I tell my churn. You got to be able to be tossed because the big ones don't go as high. They go a little bit off the ground and then they smash everybody as they come down because they can't catch them. So so we need you to be able to be tossed, girl. If you can't be tossed, girl, then you too big. So we gotta work that out. So yeah, so I'm gonna trick my churn to work. I'm like, oh my God, let's run to the stove. First one to the stove. I'd be like, ooh, let's walk to the next town over. Oh my God, first one there, I give you $20. Oh my God. I'll be like, ooh, let's walk to the next town. So yeah, absolutely. So I'll be doing it. I'll be like, it's only 13 miles. Y'all tried it. It's really not even that far. It really isn't. It's about a good 13, girl. 12.7, girl. Like that's not even far. So here, Flip. So that's what I be doing. Pilates, girl. These churn, they about to be farting and pooting and shit next to me, girl. They don't stretch. They stretch in the morning in the bed, and that's not even a full stretch. You're supposed to stand up. And that's the only time they stretch. Pew. Girl, you start doing Pilates and stuff, girl, they open you up, girl. Girl, they ain't about to be pooting and farting and all of that. They eat or Takis, girl. Them don't come out right away. Them false linger, girl. I ain't got time for all that, girl. Yes, or the next time over. I'll be like, let's go to the next time. We ain't doing nothing. It'll take a cool 20 minutes, and when it's gonna take about 2 hours. I'm for it. You know me. I'm shit. I do it. I don't have a problem doing it. But you know, my churn, girl, they gotta push away from the table. I'm like, look, didn't I just go shopping for you? I was like, girl, like, ooh, okay. Y'all got to go. So, okay, I love you guys. And until the next show, I love you guys. Bye.